Well, hello again, model kit builders. I have another electric sander, and there'll be a different video as to why I bought this sander. It's not actually to replace these. It's because I'm trying to basically drill holes in model kits, and I'm trying to find an adapter that will work, but that'll be a different video. So today we're just going to see if this thing is capable of actually sanding stuff or cutting away at stuff. So I don't think it's listed as a long saw. I bought this off Aliexpress, and yeah, there's all sorts of generic names. There's some Chinese text here, some numbers, some letters, and over here maybe a chart. No? Well, yeah, in Chinese it explains what's happening. This thing does say it spins at 5, 10, and 15,000 RPM. Okay, so basically it's all Chinese. Let's see if it's intuitive then. Little bag. So these are the things I've already reviewed before. We're gonna see how they compare. It comes with the ceramic grinding stone. Oh, please tell me there's a battery in this thing. Is this charged? How do you turn this on? Alright. So there is a battery, but it does come with the old school micro connector. Alright, well, we already heard it. Go on. I'm not going to bother with the ceramic bit. First I'm going to do is see how it works at cutting. Reason being is, as much as I enjoyed this Dspiae thing, so far it's my favorite mini drill slash sander, it just doesn't have enough torque to really cut away at plastic, and that's what I'm trying to do, is cut away at Gundam model kits and stuff. So here's at the highest setting. Here's a molding sprue. I mean, it does work. You can clearly see it's working. But maybe it's just something spoiled by the fact that I have a corded Black & Decker Dremel type tool, and that thing just rips apart through metal. I mean, that thing will cut like titanium bolts with one of those disc things. Alright, well anyways, so I still say this is awesome, but we might as well compare and see. Actually, we'll use the same exact bit and see how it cuts away at that again. Okay, so you don't need a tool with this one. There's a chuck, you just press in the chuck, and that you can unthread that, then you hold it, now you hand tighten it, and then you let go, and now it'll spin. So let's try the low setting. It is very loud. Yeah, that definitely works. I'm gonna go to high speed, the third. Let's make sure I don't cut my fingers off. Alright. So this reminds me of a Dremel, where it grabs the material and tries to whip it around. But to me, that means it's actually, that's very strong. It just blew right through that plastic. This, I don't get any of that sensation, even though one of my viewers says this thing spins as advertised really fast. I could never make it so it tries to whip the tool around. So that was, for some reason, it just feels not powerful enough. It doesn't have enough torque or something like that. Whereas this definitely reminds me more of my corded device. Alright, so plastic would obviously be easy, but very often you gotta have that clear type of plastic. This is just like a display case for a churro cue. I mean, that's the slowest setting. Wow, you'll see the tool wasn't even tight. So it's very powerful, you can clearly see already. But the problem is, this hand chuck, I don't know if it's gonna ever get tight enough. Let's take a look at it. I feel like if I try to tighten it too much, I might break something. I might break the chuck itself. This is a standard collet design that you would find on a Dremel. And it has the 3mm collet for Dremel size bits. Let me try tightening that a lot. And we'll see if it tries to spin free again. Alright, so clearly clear plastic, opaque plastic, styrene. I think model kits are styrene most of the time. I don't know what the clear stuff is, if that's styrene or not. Balsa wood. You know, this stuff is so soft you can cut it with your fingernail. But we might as well just try it out. Maybe you don't want to cut it with your fingernail. Alright, so you'll notice it stopped. So there's some sort of overdrive protection, you know, to keep it from overheating or torquing itself out. So I guess that's good. I mean, I was jamming it in there pretty fast and hard. I should be wearing a respirator. Hold on a sec. Or actually, I just have my sanding. But if I turn this on, you're not going to hear me. But in this case, because this is metal, this is copper, I'm going to turn the fan on. Okay, so you saw in the second one I jammed it in too much and it protected itself. But it obviously cut away at copper. So it's just, you'll figure out, you know, how much torque you can put into the material. But I think it's very effective. Probably the most effective of the three I have here. MDF board, obviously harder than balsa, but softer than that copper. I gotta tell you guys, I'm impressed. This is the most powerful of the small ones I have. But it should probably be that way because look how big it is. It is more than twice the diameter. Well, I would say it's more than twice the diameter of the Dspiae. And then this generic, a knockoff copy of a Dspiae. The problem with this one is it takes a smaller bit size. You can't fit the 3mm bits in. So that's why I don't like this one. You have to get these smaller shaft ones like this. This is for manicures. So you'll see this is I think this is a 2.3mm shaft, whereas the standard Dremel here on the left, that's a 3mm. So you can't fit the two. And you can't change the size of this collet, right? So that's why I don't use this too much, because it just doesn't use the standard bits that I'm accustomed to using. So, and then this little manicure one is complete garbage, because look at this. You can actually wobble the thing. It's meant to do nails. The only good thing about this one is it spins in two directions, clockwise and counterclockwise. But and it was super cheap. All right. So yeah. Not for model making. If you want to re-standardize on a total new, size of bits, I guess this knockoff is okay. This one is still great, I think, but it just is not very powerful. But look how small it is, right? And now the conclusion is this is very powerful. You don't need a tool to change the bit. You notice it hasn't moved because I tightened it quite a bit. It's got the 3 speeds. It still has some sort of protection to keep its motor from burning out. This is actually rubber right here. It's this black. It's co-molded or something. So you got some grip, but it's definitely bulky, very bulky. even if you use a shortened bit, look at the length of the difference there, right? Where you're holding with your fingers. Just the fact that this is so long compared to, you know, this one. So I like to use these for sanding and stuff like that. So there's nothing in my mind saying this won't sand. In fact, this will sand very well, probably better than this because it has more torque ability. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I recommend this if you don't mind holding a heavier, bulkier object. It's definitely more powerful. I feel like it might be good to have both, maybe. But in a different video, you're going to see me trying to put these hole makers for Gundams. And the reason why you make holes is you can put these photo etched metal details like vents, propeller blade kind of things. And so I want to try to figure out how to put this inside either of these two things. Well, probably not this one. Well, we'll see. We'll see. That's a different video entirely. But it'll be for making holes in Gundams. Thank you for watching today. We'll see you in the next model making tool video.